Hills elevated squat with a goblet hold. This is a squat variation that we are going to use to help us stay in a stacked position between our rib cage and our pelvis. It's also allowing us to get some really great hip flexion and knee flexion without getting overly dominant on the quads or overly hingy like we should be doing in a deadlift. A few things that we want to keep in mind here are that we want to make sure as we're going down that our knees don't come too far forward. There's nothing wrong with your knees going forward, it's just not the goal of this exercise. We also want to make sure that as we are coming up out of the squat that we don't raise our hips up too early as you see me doing here. We want to think about our hips and our knees straightening at the same time. Lastly, we want to make sure that we're not curving under as we get down into the squat. We want to let our glutes lengthen. So as you're coming down, the knees are going to stay over the midfoot, and then we are going to let our glutes lower to the ground. We're going to stand up and making sure we stand up out of our hips before we fully straighten our knees at the top. I am also squeezing a yoga block in between my inner thighs here. That's just going to help get a little more adductors on board and can help us get a bit deeper in the squat. That is your Hills elevated squat with goblet hold.